Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm really proud of the turnout we had on our Zoom meeting yesterday. So today, let's get started. So remember, every day you should be starting with the reading video and going on Raz Kids so that by the time we get to the Zoom meeting, we can go over anything that you're having trouble with. So do your best to watch the reading video and do the assignment on Raz Kids. Then do the science video, watch till the end to see how to submit your work, and then watch the math video. And again, watch till the end to see how to submit your work. After that, that's when you go on the extra stuff, which you're supposed to still be doing as well. For instance, Get Epic, you should go on for about 20 minutes. Education.com, 20 minutes. And Imagine Math, 20 minutes. But your main priority first is always going to be to watch the 3 videos. And I try to post them early. And remember, I told you yesterday, every link that you'll ever need for the day is in the events tab. So if ever something is not posted in the class story, if you get up really early and you just want to get all your work done, it will be there. It comes first thing in the morning. So you can watch I always try to make my videos the night before now so that it's ready first thing in the morning. All right, boys and girls. So you're going to log into Raz Kids and find your name. When you click on there, it will say student password. Type in LEAP, all lowercase, LEAP. Go to my assignment. Also, when you're done, you should also stay on Raz Kids for an extra 15 minutes to try to level up. All right, here we go. My assignment. And you're going to see today, Three Little Pigs, the Wolf Story. So yesterday we read the original, The Three Little Pigs. Today, we're going to be hearing it from the wolf's point of view, from what the wolf is thinking. And our goal is going to be to compare the 2 stories, tell how the 2 stories are the same, and to tell how the 2 stories are different. And we're going to be doing that in our Zoom meeting. So we're going to have a little discussion. We're going to come up with some ways that they're the same and some ways that they're different. So if you want to, you can write down something that you thought of. So when it comes time for the Zoom meeting, you can just share it, and I'm going to try to type it out instead of drawing it. Okay, here we go. So remember, listen, read, and you do the quiz. You guys are doing an awesome job. Now, this book is a little bit of a higher level book, so you might just want to listen, and when you read, you can just kind of look at the pictures again, but I'm going to read it to you. Three Little Pigs, the Wolf's Story. I wonder what the wolf was thinking. Once upon a time, in a quiet country village, there lived 3 little pigs. They were the luckiest swine in the country. They had just inherited enough money from their grandfather to build 3 new houses. So if you look at the picture, they're looking at some blueprints. That's what an architect does. They make a blueprint first. Also, on this page, there's a bold word. It says inherited. I bet there'll be a glossary at the end, maybe. Inherited means that you somebody gave you that money. So his grandfather, had enough money to give to the pigs to make their own houses. The first little pig wanted a warm and cozy house that would help him to relax. He built his house out of straw, the warmest and most familiar material he knew. There's a similarity in both stories. The pigs make straw houses. I'm not going to say any more. The second little pig loved to shock the neighbors. He picked sticks for materials and built a modern house like Frank Lloyd Wright. And modern means like today, like a trendy type of house. And the third pig who planned for any imagined disaster, built a sturdy house of bricks and mortar. So sturdy means it's going to hold up, right? Not far off in the cold, damp forest lived a poor old wolf. He lived in a rotten hollow log and searched the forest for whatever food he could find. He had no money, not a single cent, to build a house or plant a garden. Unlike most wolves, he was a vegetarian. So a vegetarian is somebody who doesn't eat meat. Wow, this is very different from the other story. He doesn't want to eat the pigs because he likes fruits and vegetables. When winter arrived, it was extremely bitter and harsh. The wolf ate so little that he became weak and caught a terrible cold. Soon he was constantly sniffling and sneezing. He sneezed so hard that he blew dried leaves off the forest trees. The sickly wolf left the forest in search of food and shelter. He sniffled and sneezed as he traveled down the road. Achoo! Achoo! With each sneeze, the snow whirled into a white cloud around his frost-bitten ears. After walking for several hours, the old wolf came upon the quaint village where the three pigs lived. Being so very cold and so very hungry, he hurried to the nearest house as fast as his stiff body could carry him. He knocked on the straw door. He hoped that whoever lived there would take pity on him and let him come inside. So he didn't even know a pig was there. Before the timid little pig could reach the door, the wolf began to sneeze and sneeze. So instead of huffing and puffing, is he going to sneeze the house down? Let's see. Achoo! Achoo! To the wolf's surprise, he sneezed so hard that he blew the straw house apart. The frightened little pig thought the wolf wanted to eat him, so he scurried off to his brother's house. In a trembling voice, the pig warned his brother about the wolf who had blown down his house. They quickly locked the door and hid under a bed. So they think the wolf wants to eat them, but they don't realize that no, the wolf actually is nice. The wolf followed the pig to the stick house, desperate after destroying his first chance at food and shelter. Please, oh please give me something to eat and a warm place to rest, he pleaded. The two pigs remained hidden under the bed, fearing for their lives. Once again, the old wolf began to sneeze and sneeze. Achoo! Achoo! His sneezing shook the house of sticks. 3 more sneezes and the house fell down. The 2 panicked pigs ran off over the hill to their brother's house of bricks. Their brother was sure the wolf couldn't destroy his house. To be on the safe side, the pigs locked the doors and windows and hid in the safest room. When the 2 brothers had calmed down a bit, the 3 pigs sat down to a game of cards. The wolf again came begging for food and shelter. He was delirious. The weather and the illness had sapped his strength, means he has no strength left. One last time the wolf began to sneeze and sneeze. The brick house stood strong, but the wolf teetered until a final sneeze made him collapse in the drifting snow. The wolf lay there unconscious. After much time passed, a weasel pulling a sled found the wolf nearly frozen. The weasel, being kind and concerned, struggled to pull the old wolf onto his sled. So there's a new character. There was no weasel in the original Three Little Pigs. The weasel finally managed to load up the wolf and tug the sled to his house at the edge of the village. He helped the sick creature into bed, where he nursed the wolf back to health with vegetable broth. When spring came, the healthy wolf explained his terrible ordeal to the 3 pig brothers. The pigs were ashamed that they hadn't realized what was happening. The wolf didn't blame them for misunderstanding. To make up for blowing down the 2 houses, the wolf helped the 3 pigs rebuild. Then all the villagers joined together to build the wolf a new house. The wolf's new neighbors also helped him plant a garden full of fresh vegetables. From that day on, the old wolf was never cold or hungry again, and he never sneezed another sneeze. And there's the glossary that has all of your highlighted words. Okay, woohoo! We earned 50 stars just by reading that book. Wow, that story certainly was a lot different than the Three Little Pigs. So I'm hoping that everybody, you won't be shy in the Zoom session and you'll share something. All right, the next step is to go ahead and take that quiz. How was the wolf in the story different from most wolves? So think about how this wolf is different, okay? A, he climbed mountains. I'm pretty sure most wolves can climb a mountain, so it's not going to be A. B, he lived in the forest. C, he was a vegetarian. D, all of the above. So let's think. What makes him different from most wolves? I think it's pretty common for wolves to live in a forest. So it can't be B, and it's not D, all of the above. It's C, he was a vegetarian, right? Well, there's a lot more questions in this quiz. That's because the book is a little bit higher up, so I'm going to help you out. What does sturdy mean? So we could go back into the glossary and just find the definition. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. Oh, let's try that again. There it is, sturdy. Sturdy means firmly built, strong. Let's find a word that means firmly built and strong. A, soft, can't be that. B, tall, no. C, solid. D, bumpy. What's the closest to strong? Yes, solid. Good job. What caused the wolf to become so sick? A, he sneezed a lot. B, he lived in the cold. C, he had no medicine. Or D, he ate very little food. So they're asking us why he became so sick. So let's go back to the very beginning and find out what the story says, because I don't remember. So it's not on this page. It's not here or here. This is when the wolf showed up. Let's see. Not far off in the cold, damp forest lived a poor old wolf. He lived in a rotten hollow log and searched the forest for whatever food he could find. He had no money, not a single cent. Okay, he was a vegetarian. When the winter arrived, it was extremely bitter and harsh. The wolf ate so little that he became weak and caught a terrible cold. So how did he get the cold? It says right here, let's see. Let's underline it or highlight it. The wolf ate so little, he became weak and caught a terrible cold. So it's going to be D, he ate very little food. How did the wolf feel at the end of the story? A, lonely? He wasn't lonely, he had all his friends. B, irritated? Nope. You're going to either pick C, relieved, or D, disappointed. So for number 4, I need you to figure out, was the wolf relieved or disappointed at the end? What lesson do you think the author would like you to learn from this story? So, think about what you can learn. A, you need to build your house with strong materials. B, it is good to help others who are in need. C, wolves are never to be trusted. Or D, some people will not help you because they are scared. Well, let's eliminate some wrong answers. Can't be C, wolves are never to be trusted, because this wolf was a nice wolf. It's not going to be D, some people will not help you because they are scared. No, that's not really a lesson. So it's either going to be A, you need to build your house with strong materials, or B, it is good to help others who are in need. So I'll give you a little hint here. Think about what the weasel did. So you're going to choose between A and B. What was the problem in the story? A, the wolf blew down the straw house. B, the wolf's cold made him sneeze. C, the weasel nursed the wolf back to health. Or D, the pigs were scared of the wolf. So, what was the main problem that was happening to the wolf? Well, it's definitely not C, the weasel nursed the wolf back to health. That was a good thing. That wasn't a problem, right? And it's not A, the wolf blew down the straw house, because he also blew down the stick house. So it's going to be between B and D. The wolf's cold made him sneeze, or the pigs were scared of the wolf. What was the problem in this story? Which of the following is not a setting in this story? So setting, remember guys, setting is where the story takes place. So it would have had to be something that is not, that we did not see in the story. All right. Is it A, in the weasel's house, B, in the stick house, C, in the barn, D, in the forest? So which one was not part of the story? I definitely remember the wolf lived in a forest. I definitely remember that the stick house was involved. So think about it. Is it A, in the weasel's house, or C, in the barn? How was the weasel different from the pigs? A, he was not afraid of the wolf. B, he tried to help the wolf. C, he was concerned. Or D, all of the above? Well, the weasel was different from the pigs in quite a few different ways, right? A, the weasel wasn't afraid of the wolf. So that's right. B, yes, the weasel tried to help the wolf. And C, the weasel was concerned. So it has to be D, all of the above. Which sentence shows that this story is a fantasy? So we need to find the one that could never be true, okay? Because it's a fantasy story. It will never be true. A, the wolf lay unconscious on the ground. Well, can a wolf lay unconscious on the ground? Yes. B, the three little pigs sat down to a game of cards. Okay, guys, have you ever seen three pigs sitting down and playing cards together? No, it's definitely going to be B, but it's always good to still read the other choices. C, when winter arrived, it was extremely bitter and harsh. That can happen in real life. And D, the wolf had frostbitten ears. That can also happen in real life. So B, it's a fantasy because the pigs played cards, and pigs don't do that in real life. How did the pigs feel in the brick house? A, safe, B, angry, C, lonely, D, scared. I want you to think about that one. If you need to, go back in the story. Number 11 is the constructive response. Why is it important to take time to understand others' point of view about something? All right. I think this is a little bit too advanced. This is a pretty advanced question. So I'm not going to count this one, but it would be really great if you could go ahead and try it. So why is it important to understand what somebody else is thinking? Okay. Like the pigs, they did not know that the wolf was sick and that the wolf wasn't scared of them. But if they thought from the wolf's point of view and maybe got to know the wolf, they would know that that wasn't true. Okay, so you're going to just do your best with that one. I still will look at them, but I won't put a grade on that unless yours is spectacular. You'll get a star. I can give you certain amounts of stars for those constructive responses. But maybe we can share these out during our 12:30 Zoom meeting. All right, everyone, don't forget to do the assignment. You're going to do that assignment, and you're going to do the quiz, and then you're going to go right on to the science video. All right, guys, I'll see you up next for science. Bye.